Hello, Fenton here. I'm going to be honest with you folks. I started doing an episode and threw two runs quite horrendously. Both to Daedalus. Both they were good. They were good runs. I had Burnout Rector Lady of the Deformed in both of them, and I just made such horrendous mistakes that I felt embarrassed, so I'm not going to subject you to them. And instead, I'm going to go back to melting and just go. Like, I'm actually quite upset with myself, to be honest with you. It was not... I should not be making these mistakes. And I don't know if I'm just tired, or I'm, not good at the game, or all of them. All of those things. Let's just try and be better, I suppose. Actually think about things as they're happening. Is blue-green? Melting Awoken, yeah, that is correct. Seraph the Diligent. Two Zack Draffs, two Razor Sharp Edges, and Memories of the Melted. I would take Reform Rector here. When you play a spell, spells in hand that cost less are reduced to 0 for the turn. Does not seem very good. Friendly units gain Extinguish, apply 5 armor to the front friendly unit. Yeah, alright. I mean, neither of those set my world on fire, but... Of course, we get a Burnout and Harvest on the one flip in time I think... Oh, I might actually take... I'd actually take Reform here. I'll take Burnout. But, of course... That means I have to be very careful about the exact order that I play my cards. Can I take this? I don't think I can take this. I don't have any damage cards at all. So I can't do anything about the top floor. So I just can't take it, basically. Wow! It's fine. How do you still only take 15? Oh, because you're being healed for 5. Why do you not take 20 times 2? Because you get a damage shield from this. I am having serious problems with my brain. Is there any... But to be honest, is there even any other plan here? Because I can't play the Draff up there. I suppose I just have to do this. And you only take 15. I suppose I could do the big brain play and do this. And then I'm not playing Rector because the combat doesn't last long enough for him to get to the end. Worst case scenario, I'm pretty sure worst case scenario is I draw him on the top floor and he has to take a turn of Dazed. Should have played this on the top so that I could have possibly gotten a Collector. What's the best plan here? Just vomit out Dregs, I suppose. And you get a damage shield. Okay, here's what we're going to do. It's going to be really boring, but I have to do it. Because I have to actually play the turns out before I press end turn. I have to be sure about what's happening with them. Because I don't trust myself anymore. I've gone too far into I know what I'm doing, and then I'm losing runs because I don't actually know what I'm doing. And I just press end turn assuming that I know what's going to happen, and I don't. So you get a damage shield when you get a killing blow. So if I play a Dreg here, nothing happens, because you kill this, and then you get a damage shield. But if I play 3 Dregs here, then you kill this, you get a damage shield, the first Dreg gets rid of the damage shield, and then I do 18 to you. And then if I play the Train Steward up here, then you die. To the Train Steward. Oh wait, I can just play 3 Dregs. No, that's exactly what I said anyway, and it doesn't work. Oh, you get 5 armor from the mold braces. Interesting. But not really. I guess that is interesting, because then you don't actually take... You don't get a kill from the damage shield, do you? So... this Draff here gets something done, and I can give you +10 because you're at the back, so you don't die, which is the problem I had in the first place. And restore you. Man, not having anything to do with the backline is kind of a pain, isn't it? I have to play this drag out just so that my deck is a bit thinner for the redraw of Rector. It's possible I don't get it. It's possible I don't get it. You burn out, but I still can't do anything because I need the space for the Rector, so I guess I just play you here, and you take nothing. Good. I was about to get extremely upset there. You burn out, it still doesn't do enough. That's alright. Take 10. I mean, if we play Rector straight away, we just die. Oh, flippin' hell! Look at that. It's a card that says Reform printed on it. Sorry, I'm upset because of what happened to me before. Sting draws me cards. It doesn't deal with any. I need backline. I need to deal with backline. Reform is good for these drafts. I mean, Restoration Detonation is a good card anyway. I'll just take it on the assumption that something good happens. Wow, why would you ever imagine picking this? Although spikes for +10 attack and a large stone, which I can't afford. Shattered Shell. Shattered Shell or Animus of Will with multi-strike. Not multi-strike, +10. I think Animus of Will behind Rector Flicker is pretty tasty. But, as I say, we really need something to do with backline. I'm going to sneeze again. We really need something to do with a backline. And so I'm thinking Shattered Shell, just because that is a good answer to that currently. And I'll give it +10 as well, just to kickstart it, just to kick it into gear. And I'm done. I am now done. Thank you very much. +4. Do I really want all of these clergymen to be 5, like, straight away? And I suppose Rector Flicker is just going to eat a whole bunch of damage and then get reformed. But if we don't draw reformed at the right time, it's horrible. I've got drafts to reform as well. It's fine. It's fine. Shattered Shell probably just feeds, right? Just oh look, I drew the molded straight away. Rector's taken an easy 32 damage there. It's fine. That probably actually works out alright by the time everything gets through. By the time the combat's over, I probably have drawn molded again. Maybe. Put Train Steward up here so that it has a chance to kill the Collector. I know, that's crazy talk. Imagine planning ahead. you're all dying. Because you take 18 and then 9 and 5 gets through. So... So, Christ, I suppose, is the answer to that. Excuse me, that was a bad one. I guess if I put a dreg in front, and the dreg dies to this, and then 18, and then 5, you die. You don't die, sorry, you at least live. And then that's the end, right? Just the 2 rounds. No, there's a third one. If I do dreg 18 and then 4 health, it's still not quite enough to not die to this conduit infiltrator. Whoa. Yeah, mold braces. Mold braces gives you the 5 armor, actually. Wow. What absolute carry. Oh, that was the end. I'm going to draw some units. Hopefully enough to just tank for Animus. Shattered Shell. I'm just debating on whether to give you +10 and -2. You don't have spikes, do you, Disciple Conduits? Pretty sure you don't. Wow, 108. That is not as much as I thought it would be. Why is that? 9, 8, 5, sweep, dead. Well, why is that 108 then? Oh, I guess the armor, you get extra armor as well. Okay. Okay, fine. Screw you then, game. Really? That doesn't change that at all. Draw molded. Yes, I'm the best. Easy game. A Wicklash? Holdover Wicklash on drafts? Possibly a plan. I'd rather hold over the molded. A mold over, if you will. It's not. That's probably not a very original joke. So yeah, why would you want to apply burnout? I suppose you'd want to apply burnout to something like Rector Flicker, for example, rather than having to rely on the molded. So yeah, alright, I will take one. I'm not sure how I feel about these cards. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about these cards. Oh, it's a Lady of the Reformed. Oh, it's a Lady of the Reformed. The question is now, though, what do we do with, where's it gone? Shattered Shell. I guess we go to this Awoken banner. There's a Remnant banner here as well, though, but an Awoken banner is probably more likely to be good. There's a Hellvent as well. But we have duplicates on that we've not upgraded. Oh, well, we gotta take this. We gotta take this. There's so much hassle from Rector just dying. We just have to take this. I will go to the Merchant of Magic, actually, because I'm not going to go here, even though arguably this unit would go better with the Shattered Shell that we've got, but we might find something here. A lady of the house. Paraffin thug? Paraffin thug. Shattered shell does not seem like a good idea. But lady of the house at least tanks for the shattered shell. And it's got burnout printed on it, which is not great. But I suppose that means I can reform it with molded. But I'd rather reform the drafts. So maybe I just put drafts and dregs in front of the shattered shell and just leave it at that. It's not a very strong strategy, is it? But neither of these two cards facilitate a strong strategy either. Can I afford to Surge Stone and then reroll and then buy holdover? 135, 110, like exactly I can. But I don't need to. Yeah, admittedly getting these, but I'd rather just remove these. They're not looking that great. Ah. Ah. Oh, dearie me. Well, it's probably not. It's not worth 115 gold to do that, is it? Fine, I will do this then. Might have some value, I suppose. Yeah, I'll purge a restore as well. I wonder if this has an event tied to it as well, if the card's still in your deck by the time you... however many floors it would be. Double-barreled Daedalus. It's a concern. It is a concern. Alright, let's try and not die straight away. Shattered Shell. Train Steward. Dreg. Dreg dies. Train Steward dies. But then Shattered Shell gets 5 armor from the Train Steward and lives. Or the Dreg, I suppose, whichever way around. You actually gain 5 health from that. Thank God the middle floor wasn't small. Because I will definitely be trying to put a draft behind this as well. Oh, you're just dead. Nice. Very nice. Still just dead. I suppose because of the bomb it wouldn't make any difference. Oh, big brain plays. But I'd rather leave you alive to at least get you a little bit of a... Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Whatever. Both drafts. It's not really what I was after. This gets you 1 slay at least. I'm loving these bomb placements, I have to say. Thank you so much, Deadless, for not being extremely rude to me. This Restoration Detonation on Lady of the Reformed is actually really tasty. So is the Lady of the Reformed with a draft, to be honest with you. Like, I've inadvertently, through no actual conscious thought of my own, done a deck here. Sorry, Train Steward. This Memories of the Melted is more than useless, though. Exploding twice, then gives you 5 armor, and then you live. Purge this one? Yeah, get rid of it. Get rid of this nonsense. In fact, I can just do that as well. Even better, you gain 10 armor. $95. Is that really all you got? 193. That's better. This needs holdover so badly, like severely. Severely. Wow, I could do an amazing 60 damage. Is that better? You got 8, so you survive 1, and you've got something 10, 25, and you'll get 5 armor as well. So you'll actually survive 3 rounds. Three rounds of 14 is better than... No, it's not. Yes, it is. 3 rounds of 14 is actually better than 2 rounds of 15 times 2. And then you almost certainly die to this middle flicker. Of course you do. Okay, good. Actually made it past the first boss. A channel song. A bounty stalker. Don't really have anything to do with that, do we? There's too much crap in the deck for channel song, unfortunately. Like if it draws us as Dreg, it's just sad. I'm looking at Devourer of Death, having never taken it, as you can clearly see. I just don't see how it's good. Where are we going? This Merchant of Steel, like, almost certainly, right? Because nothing has any upgrades on it at all, except a +10 on Shattered Shell. Skip. Awoken Hollow is not the Hollow I would have picked. And I don't really think I want to either, because I'd rather just put my healing on Lady of the Reformed. I really, really, really need something to to help Shattered Shell survive. I do have a Restoration Donation. Maybe I should hold over this. I can always mould it back, Lady of the Reformed. Alright. Okay, and I'm taking space here, I think. Because I want to put both drafts behind my Reformed Rector Flicker floor. That gets a lot done. Probably. Especially with these razor sharp edges. And this Wicklash. It's janky. It's janky as all hell, but... Dark Calling. Nah. The thing is that all the stuff that dies is just Train Stewards and Dregs. Not really lent into that as a plan. Large Stone. Can we take Awoken Hollow as a large stone and a Shattered Shell? Or do we just put the large stone on the Shattered Shell and be upset that we even thought about taking Awoken Hollow? $30.55. 28 sweep. 50 health. I think we do this, and then we kind of just admit that this was a mistake. That's bonkers good, right? I don't hate that. Don't see how that's relevant. I'll save the money. Either of these two ways is looking pretty good at the moment. It really just depends on how this fight goes. Non-boss enemy units. No. I don't ever feel confident taking that one. You gotta have some bonkers deck to be doing that. I feel like. This is so interesting, this mould braces. It's almost not worth getting rid of the train stewards and the dregs. It messes up with space a bit, but oh look, a collector has spawned on the top floor. Who would have thought that? If only there was some way to know that that was going to happen. Yeah, if I draw the Awoken Hollow, I'm not really that fussed. If I'd have just played the drag on the top instead of getting greedy, I'd be 75 gold the richer there. So we're doing a right job of backline and then heavies up here. Double heavies are still a problem, but it always is, right? It always is. That never really changes. Not enough Ember. I can count. I can count to 3 or 4, however much energy I have. If the drafts want to show up at any point, I'd be extremely grateful. 18, 23. Can't be done. Can't be done. Well, you're just dead, but it's fine. I'm not gonna give you any income. I suppose there are worlds where everything dies down here so quickly that we don't get enough burnout on Lady the Reformed. But it's not likely. Look who it is. Oh, that's the one I put plus 10 on, right? Yeah, good. I suppose this makes absolutely no difference. $4.90. Uh, 7, 16. Oh no, wait, you 7, 9, dead, 5 armor, 60. You know what? Whatever. It's so beyond irrelevant, all of that math. Oh look, a Memories of the Melted is giving me 12 energy. Hoorah. Crushing Demise is pretty good, because the top floor there's just nothing to do, or potentially the middle floor there's nothing to do, depending on how we choose to play it going forwards, because I possibly should have noted that the middle floor had become small. I take it. It's a good card. I'm going to take Awake, just because it's actually quite good on the holo, and also we might be able to flip and play Memories of the Melted in this scenario. Alright, time to go. Permafrost. At one point I thought that would be good, but I still think it's holdover now on Crushing Demise is now what I like the sound of. Let's see what this is first. Gain 5 when a friendly unit dies. Or 50% chance to apply Dazed. I would definitely take 5 gold rather than 50% chance of something that I don't really care about happening. 120 if I re-roll here, so I can't really afford to buy one of these until I see what this is. Eternal Stone. Eternal Stone. I'll just make these big, and then this puts a bit more value onto Awoken Hollow. And I don't know whether I actually bother to pay for card removes here. I've had to do card removes here for free. Every unit I take away is also going to be 5 gold that I don't get, but it also makes the deck a bit better. I'd say get rid of these. Like, the dregs are alright. They take up hardly any space. They die in one attack for the most part, giving my front unit 5 armor. And they burn out on their own, so if worst comes to the worst, I can just sweep. Doesn't really matter. You only do 9. Spikes 4 though with my Shattered Shell. You do have Large Stone, and I do have all that healing as well. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Which, you know, is almost immediately gonna... I'll just lose now. This guy has Slay. Gain 2 Rage. Okay? Try and remember that. The middle floor is small again. What? You do die? Oh, because of the flipping spikes. Just give him some rage. Great stuff. Good. Turn 1 already balls out. Wow. A collector on this floor? That's not allowed. I'll just play in the middle. Just screw this floor entirely. Just admit that it was a mistake. Get the collector, take 15 plus 8 on Shattered Shell, but at least give it... Yeah. Yeah, I'll just play my healing here instead of here. Screw you. Screw you, Awoken Hollow. In fact, I can play this Train Steward and maybe get a little bit more out of it. It's 5 gold. It was 5 gold. You can't say it any differently than that. Hey, look. These do have Consume printed on them now, though. Oh wait, no. Consume is different than Purge. I used the Purge one, didn't I? Yeah, the Purge one's gone. That's fine. I'm okay with it. You have Sweep, so it's actually irrelevant playing this here. I'll play this here. This gives you some armor, which you then immediately lose, but net negative is acceptable. Net negative, net neutral is acceptable. I'll give you 2 rage for 5 coins. I'm feeling a bit devil may care about it. Oh, the drafts do just get wrecked with the spikes here, but I don't think we need them. I'll play it for the 5 gold, of course I will. Oh, you actually die Oh, it's because of the days. Duh. One day I remember that. Like, it's only been since Covenant rank 10, so it's only been like 100 runs since. So easy to forget. Oh, you actually get through. I'm actually taking some damage for a change. Unless I Restoration Detonation up here, which I probably should. Just play the dregs down here to tank the damage. Oh wow, you now die. That was a weird series of events, wasn't it? You have sweep and 9 attack, so it's actually not very relevant here to do anything with these. And I'm drawing... God knows what. I might draw Awaken memory. Well, I might just draw Awake. Doesn't really need memories of them melted anymore, does it? I suppose giving you 20 extra attack around is probably the best thing that we can do here. And I wonder if reforming Awoken Hollow is worth it. How many rounds of... It probably is worth it, you know. It's the biggest HP unit we've got, and admittedly it burns out, but that's one lifesteal that we otherwise wouldn't get. Did draw the Awake. Is it better there? It might be better up here, actually. Well, there is sweep. Ugh, I have to do the math, don't I? 109 lifesteal. 48 damage. It's 5. So you're on 4 lifesteal. And then up here you go attack. You only attack me 3 times? So that puts Rector Flicker on 8 burnout, and then 8 times 100 is a lot. Three regen's not a lot. It's the 30 health that I care more about, so I should probably just do that. The more I think about it, the more I realise I didn't need to think about it. Yeah, good. Yes, 9 energy, look at that. Melting Spout, A, 2 units, guess plus 30, and burnout. Let's just take 25 gold. I'm going to take 25 gold. Totally disrespect it. Sacred Wicks. Used to be a DIY store called Wicks, didn't there? So in that context it seems funny. There's an E, there was a W-I-C-K-E-S, Sacred Wicks. It's like a B and Q, if you don't remember. There was also one called Do It All. An MFI. Oh my god, there have been loads, haven't there? Is it worth taking just because it's 10 gold every combat? It might legit be worth it just for that. Another Awake. Can't really play the Edge Prior. I could play the Edge Prior behind the Shad Shell. I still have this Awoken Hollow to think about as well. And by think about, I mean remove immediately. Two of our restores say consume on them. I don't think we need it. Another Awake is interesting, but again. Okay. Lady of the Reformed has no upgrades on it. Just so that you know how good of a card it is. It has no upgrades on it, but it's still totally carried the whole deck through. I'm not really in the market for duplicating anything, I don't think. And I obviously don't need the Pyre health. I've actually done really well. So let's go this way. Plus it would be foolish to not spend this money. There was some reason I was going to say that I don't actually want quick, and now I can't think of what it is. I think putting anything on here is just totally irrelevant. I'm gonna make you slightly tankier. Because as I say, you sat behind the Rector and Lady of the Reformed is doing alright. And I'm gonna make you slightly tankier as well. And then I'm gonna re-roll. Damn it! Obviously you can't do that with any of them. Yeah, alright. Zack Draff there, carrying the day through. Rip. Rip in peace. Well, obviously you can't take that. Nothing's gotten to the Pyre in like 6 circles, so you take this. And where do you put it, though? That's funny. That's also quite funny to me. Shattered Shell is just his own flaw, so it feels like that's sensible, and then we can just ignore healing him entirely. These die to sweep and spikes, but I feel like we're through the majority of that, and if it's a trial that says spikes, we just won't take it. Although, they're just more supplementary, really, more than anything. Let's make Shattered Shell humongous. And we'll just play all of the healing on Lady of the Reformed, which is more important anyway, because Lady of the Reformed and Rector is what's getting us through the relentless boss phases. It's Shattered Shell that's just getting through the back line for us. Right, it's fell. Thank God it's only the Scourge one, not the Rage one, but what can, you know, let's not get into that now. Top floor is small. Wow, that's a hand, isn't it? That's certainly a hand. Okay, let's just play this out before we start putting cards down. Can't play this and this and this. But I definitely want to play both of these, so it looks like I'm taking 5 fire damage. Which is unfortunate, but still. If we play Shattered Shell on the bottom, take 9, 10, but then kill this, get 2 slays, get you ticking over, and then you just die straight away anyway. There's no collector in the boss fight. And I could even just put a dreg down here as well to get 5 armor on the Shattered Shell. Great. What a turn. What a great turn. Don't take any damage here, but... In fact, we don't take any damage here either. I mean, these don't live. These don't go up here. So... I have to be aware of that. I have to be cognizant of the fact that we actually do need something to live to get up here. Okay. I have become too good at the game. I'll play these down here just in case I draw both. Just in case I draw both drafts next turn. Right. I have successfully managed to kill both my Rector and my Lady of the Reformed by Shattered Shell being too strong. I did get a Wick Clash though. So I suppose I should play that on Rector and then I can just Reform Lady. That makes the most sense because this guy's huge. And then I'll just have to place... yeah, I've got a Molded. I've got a Molded coming through. And you come... I have to really draw Molded next turn so that Lady can go back on this floor and take some damage. 6, dead, 1, and then 9. So if I play this Dreg, then you don't get 5 armor. So let's just play this. Just play this. In fact, play the Dreg up here because it would be worth 5 gold at some point. Still don't have the Molded, but I am almost certainly going to draw the Molded next turn. If I don't, then I'm kind of screwed. Interesting. I will not play these consume ones for now. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. I need this draft, don't I, to kill you. But then I'm taking another 5 Pyre damage for it. And I'm not getting a Wake Blade, although I don't really need a Wake Blade. I'm not taking 12. I could take 12 from you. If I take 12 from you to stop taking 5, that seems like a bad trade. If I know one thing about how numbers work, it's that 5 is less than 12. That's a very interesting interesting set of circumstances there. And I wonder if I should be playing around that more. I think that in the later combats, the big numbered units turn up a lot earlier, so they will just get to the top. They'll be softened up by Shattered Shell, and then Rector just destroys them. No, I don't need the Sacred Wicks now. How much health do you have? Get out of the way! You're taking 2. I'm not going to play this here just so that you can go up and give some more burnout up here because, as I say, that is a concern. I'll play this down here. It's really odd that I found myself in a run where I have to not kill the enemies too quickly. Because usually that ain't a problem. If you know what I mean. Oh great, I drew. Oh, I drew them on the same turn as Memories of the Melod. It's actually come through. Can you imagine such a thing? Give me that sweet burnout. Final wave. 252. That's not a lot. That's not a lot, is it? I'm drawing the Consumed Restore. And a Molded, in fact. Actually, a Molded does nothing for me, because why would I reform 1 burnout on this? This is a lot of damage though, and if I just do this... Shattered Shell is not what kills the boss, and I shouldn't be upset that it's only 200 damage. I should be grateful that it's 200 damage. Yeah, nice. Oh, you still die. Never would have seen that coming. This is the Seraph killing floor. Clearly. But still not quite there. Rector only had like 24 health left there. Interesting. No. It's time to take draw, I think. It's time to take a draw card. A draw relic. You know what I mean. 285 gold. Magic. Crushing Demise. Gets rid of the heavies that we can't finish off if we put holdover on it. That's still the plan, right? And then, like, Permafrost on Molded is also very good. And removing 2 cards is acceptable, but not whoop-de-doo, because they are money. But, you know, I'm kind of just plonking Dregs and Train Stewards on the top floor now. I think we're past the need for them. We're past the need for them. Yeah. Yeah. I suppose our... Oh, there's the holdover. Is it holdover Crushing Demise? Okay, let's actually think about this. Holdover Whiplash with -1 makes a Draff humongous. But only if we, like... Seraph is 11 rounds. It's 55 times 2. And all of the burnout you could possibly want. And then one sweep comes by and just ruins the whole plan. So, you know... Holdover Restoration Detonation is also interesting. It basically makes the lady never die, providing the burnout doesn't run out. But Holdover Crushing Demise just deals with a heavy every single wave. Just we can just let one heavy go through every single time. Like, that is so valuable, right? And make it cost 0 so you don't have to worry about it. I can't now reroll and find Permafrost, but... Right, all of the restores now. No, all but one. I know. I know. You don't have to tell me. I know how the cards work. I can read. Find it offensive that you would assume otherwise, to be honest. And, I mean, we've already got 2 razor sharp edges. I shouldn't really... Yeah, hold over the Whiplash is less impressive. Whoa, what you doing? What you doing? That's not a... Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking too much about that. I can re-roll for the 2 minor upgrades, but I think I'd rather just save the cash for... I'm not even gonna think about that circle. There's too much going on. There's just far too much going on there. Cross that bridge when we come to it. Absolutely not. Although, holdover Crushing Demise. You don't even attack. So whatever, like, Shattered Shell just gets rid of the backline that's protecting you. Oh, if I lose this run because I choose this. We've also got 117 Pyre health. Oh, this is a mistake. Holdover Crushing Demise is so strong. Oh, hang on. Do you get to the top? Burnout 3, end of turn, burnout 2. You're there. End of turn, burnout 1. It's fine. It's fine. It's not perfect. It's not perfect play. It starts, though. It begins. I suppose actually playing and having the bottom floor empty means that there's a situation where this goes up to the top and doesn't ever attack me. That's interesting. I may have ballsed it up by not realising that. Maybe I should have played in the middle and only played, just admitted I was only going to play one Draff. Interesting. Very interesting. I can always reform them. Acting like once they're dead forever. My Draff died, though. Yeah, this isn't good enough, is it? I have become Greed, destroyer of runs. The fact that they heal all of their health going up to here is also something that I can't say that I properly acknowledged. How are you still only taking 40? Oh, because you're dazed. For God's sake, when will I learn? Big shout out to Crushing Demise there for being the actual bottom card of the deck. Ah. Oh no, you burn out. You might have to go behind. Why did I take the hardest trial on the second to last floor? Carried. Oh, you're not molded. Oh. Ugh. Hang on, now I've got to work out whether it's better to play Rector Flicker or 5 turns of 160, 160, 320, 480, 800 plus the 90 from this. Oh my god. You're burning out. Oh, it's because of there's one turn of dazed. Just still haven't flipping remembered that it's a thing. Oh, my stress levels. We did it though. We got 400 gold. 2 crushing demises. Votivary on the empty floor gets us somewhere. Do not do what I did there, okay? Don't do what Johnny Don't does. Now, do we win? The thing is with this crushing demise, right, is that it's fine. We'll just play with the top floor empty, and if something gets through, we've got 2 holdover crushing demises that we can play. Because we have to take damage from the... We have to let some enemies get through. Lady and Rector have to get the burnout from revenge. And if the bottom floor, if the middle floor is small, we just only play one of the drafts. We'll play the other draft on the bottom and just keep reforming it. That should have been... I should have done that anyway. But if I go this way, then I don't take 20 Pyre health. But if I take 17, is the difference between 17 and 37 is not really that much, is it? Like, there's not many scenarios where 17 kills you and 37 doesn't. Admittedly, there are 20 numbers in between those two things, but duplicate. We don't need. Do you need to duplicate it? It just wrecks floors though. It just like double heavies just suddenly. But we've got no. Lady of the Reformed can still have an upgrade, but nothing else can. That's the other thing, is it's not really that good. Quick. You know what? Endless would be good, wouldn't it? Endless would be good. Let's give you another plus 25, even though it's not huge. Maybe I should give you plus 1 burnout, just so that you actually can live for an extra turn. Yeah. Just in case. Just in case. Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't quite read that one until after I'd seen the... It's fine. It's fine, everyone. He's done it. He doesn't deserve to have done it, but he has nevertheless done it. Have I ever played this for value? Possibly, maybe the once. But most of the time it's garbage. I don't need to purge anything else, the deck's fine. The first spell card played to turn gets consume. That's alright. So a lot of our spell cards have consume on them anyway. It's just going to be whether we, you know, like this, for example. And this. And, oh god, I've made a horrendous mistake here. I'm not actually going to live because all of my spells consume. The Razor Sharp Edges will go. The Whiplash can go. I think maybe it's fine. Right, the bottom floor is small. Just don't play the spells until you absolutely have to play the spells. 28. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. There's no need to play these here. No need at all. Okay, there's Lady of the Reformed. Give me some burnout, please. Not taking 1 pyre damage. Taking 15 here. $34. So you certainly die to this. Taking 15 there, which, you know, I'm not a huge fan of, but this won't happen very often. He says. And I suppose Whiplash can go. No, 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 no. I'm going to hold my spells. I'm going to hold them. I don't need to play them right now. I'm going to hold them so that I've got something to spend on a turn with Crushing Demise. Absolutely has to not get consumed. This is exactly how the plan was supposed to go, by the way. Like, this is exactly how I've been building the deck. Right, you say consume anyway, which is great. Which means I can actually play this for value. I'd rather you not take 37. 27, I suppose. Sure. That's fine, you can put Shader Wings there, I'm okay with that. Votivary has finally shown up to do some... This is going to do a lot. It's going to draw us cards, it's going to give Shattershell 5 armor a turn. It would get us 5 gold as well, if we cared about that, but we don't. Great stuff. This floor is a beast. You say consume anyway. Wait. Interesting. Nah, this is too close to for comfort down here. I suppose I could play this Dreg up here. What's the Shade Wing? 15-3. No, that doesn't help. That doesn't help. But I suppose there's nowhere else for it to go. It's not like you get extra attack or anything from this. $18 and 20 burnout respectively, because Combustible Wax is bonkers good. Votivary does it though. Should have maybe realised that. Dead and 100. Interesting. Right, so we need this Crushing Demise this turn. And this is again, this is exactly how I wanted it to go. So let's raise the Sharp Edge. Maybe I could have probably gotten away with playing this down here actually, because I knew if I'd have thought for more than 5 seconds, I knew I had to Crushing Demise up here. Because obviously I'm not doing it here. Although it's only 10 damage. I also definitely want to play this as well, so... Okay, you can have +10. In fact, that gets you quite close regardless. Oh, this might do it anyway on its own. No. I suppose that was optimistic. Alright, do this. And... well, now it's free, so... I might not play it. You dying is a shame. I take 10 here and then I take 10 here. Still doesn't get you to live. I might just take 10 and not play it. Why would I not play it? Because I want to draw more cards next turn. But then the bottom floor's empty after this, so I will play it. Because then I can play it on the bottom. Should I need to. Shattered Shell, you did really good, mate. You did really good. It's a shame you were just shy of a... This floor is scary, isn't it? Yeah, look at that. Flipping out. You keep all of the buffs, right? Not sure. 55. Are you only on 55? This is frightening, because these two are suddenly quite unsettling to me. It's a shame I drew both of these, because I'd really would have liked to have maybe reformed Shattered Shell for one turn up here. Oh no, wait, 3 stacks of burnout each time it is applied. I'm back, baby! I'm going to take 2 Pyre damage here to make sure that you live for slightly more attacks than that. Okay, that's kind of upsetting, but 32 burnout, and look at all the burnout on those dregs. Drafts, sorry. $60? $60? So you go down to 130. I take 40 there. You die. Oh dear. I guess I can always try and draw the moulded here. If I don't draw the moulded here, it might just be over. $150, right? No, 130. It is actually worth me doing this. I save 10 health. This draws me another card, so I'm very likely, and I should play these. Oh, I should definitely play this because it purges, and then it's just whether I play this here. Doesn't seem relevant. But 1 Pyre damage is not going to make any difference. We either win or lose on this floor now. If it purged, I'd think about it, because then it wouldn't go through the deck, but... So I take 30 here, so Precious Playing did actually get us the win. Or at least not the death. Wow, didn't draw Moulded. $980, even with all of this burnout. Didn't... Oh wait, is Moulded... Oh man, it consumed. I wasn't paying enough attention to that, clearly. Still. Yeah, screwed it, didn't I? This is a lot of health, though. $12.70. There is still an out here. There is still an out here. And it's Sacred Wicks just going mental and giving me Rector. Oh, it's Lady of the Reformed. It's not quite enough, is it? Because you only survived 2 rounds. If I give you 22, it's just not enough. It's not enough. 257. At least it solves the burnout problem, but 336. That's really sad, because I didn't notice that I'd consumed the moulded. I was paying attention to too many other things. I didn't notice that the moulded wasn't in the deck, because if I moulded there in front of... But, you know, it's only another 2 rounds though, to be fair. But one round was so much damage. Oh well. Oh well. What a mistake this was. Thankfully it didn't make any difference. It's not like we lost to Seraph by like 10 HP, but it was very close. And if I'd have played my consumes a bit better, then maybe it would have been fine. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the way that went. I'm not happy with how I play this game generally, like I still need to internalize quite a lot of it, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to let me know by either leaving a like or a comment. And if you want to see Monster Train every day, if you want to be reminded that there's a video every day of the Monster Train, then make sure to subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.